In this video I show how you can make your player bounce off walls. Like this. If I click with the mouse somewhere in the playing field, then drag the mouse and let go, the player moves, and he bounces off the walls. I can also control the player's movement strength. Just by pull the mouse a little and let go, then the player only moves slowly, like this. And the further I pull, the harder the player moves. In my player scene, I use these nodes. The main node is a rigid body 2D. Then, as usual, you need a collision shape 2D and a sprite. Let's go to the script of the main node. First you need two variables here. One for first click, and one for release. And this must be typed in the physics process function. This minus here says that the player will fly in the opposite direction of the mouse movement. If you want the other way, you just have to remove the minus here.
In this line, you can determine the speed of the player, which is 200, in my case. That's all about the script.
The last thing you have to do is to make a few settings in rigid body. Click on your main node, here, go to Inspector. And here, at Mode, I chose Character.
Add Physics Material Override. Select New Physics Material. Then click here on Physics Material. And this window will open. The magic part happens, here, with friction and bounce. You can experiment with different values, until you find the right bounce characteristic for your player. I don't use gravity on my game, that's why I have a 0 here. As you can see, there are much more settings that you can make, but basically we're done. One last thing I have to mention. Because I use the mouse to control the player, I have to add the left mouse click to input map. So, don't forget to do that. To do this, go to Project, Project Settings, then to Input Map, here in the Action field, type click. Make sure to use the exact same spelling as we typed it in the code. Here. Then click on Add. Go to your just created action here. And click on the plus sign, click on mouse button, select left button here. And under device, it is best to select all devices. Now click on Add, then click on Close. We are done. Now your player should be able to bounce off the walls. If you want your player to rotate every time when the impact occurs, go to Mode, and simply switch from Character to Rigid, here. As you can see, the player gets a rotation with every impact. As I said, you have many setting options with the node Rigid Body. Do experiment with the setting options, so that you know what you can do with it. See you next time. Bye.